Good afternoon, everyone, and I hope you're all well. Welcome to this video. I'm going to be discussing niches in this topic. Now, in this video, what I'm going to hopefully do by the end, I'm going to demonstrate exactly how you can quickly, within 5 or 10 minutes, find out if the niche you're looking at is going to be profitable, if it's going to be viable business, and also how to find your specific niche. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through a few reports. We're going to look at trends in 2018, 2019, and 2020, and we're going to see if anything's changed, what markets are the biggest, what made the most money, and then we're going to see if what is going to be good in 2021. What should you really dedicate your time to? Some advice to you: the three sectors I would be looking at the moment would be healthcare, IT, namely cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, and going forward, I'm going to be looking at manufacturing, namely 3D printing, which is going to be massive, by the way. And I'll be looking to set up agencies in cybersecurity and 3D printing in the next 5 years or so. So at the moment, healthcare seems to be the one doing well for me. So let's look at these reports very quickly. I don't want to bore you, and then I'm going to go back onto Indeed, and I'm going to show you how to say you identify a job title or a niche. I'm going to show you exactly how to work out within 30 seconds if that's going to be viable for you or if you're going to waste your time recruiting for that position. So let's look at this. This is a report from 2018. We're not going to read it all. IT and digital. So construction is also there, finance and engineering and manufacturing. So what it probably is by engineering and manufacturing, it could be, it's so broad. These are broad topics, so it's good to bear in mind. Let's look at 2018 again. It's pretty much, the same thing. IT, engineering. However, they've got oil and gas in here. Now, oil and gas is a wishy-washy one. So if you're looking to do oil and gas, I would look at renewables rather than oil and gas. So renewable energies, wind farms, they got big projects coming up all over the country. They've received a hell of a lot of funding. A lot of the Nordic countries, so you may be looking at those sorts of niches. Definitely have a look at that. Emerging technologies is another one, so that could be AI, cybersecurity, etc. But I would say it falls into IT. So generally, it's stayed relatively the same. If we look at 2019, again, it's exactly the same actually. Bar energy, recruitment, could be slightly different. People are moving to renewable energies, green energy. Now another one is this was released to be this year's one, which has subsequently changed due to COVID. And what we want to see is financial services. I wouldn't touch financial services at the moment, but I would definitely be looking at logistics, distribution, and searching it from there. So public sector, healthcare, you can look at private as well, and energy has turned into renewables, like I said, so it's exactly that. Healthcare again, and engineering, we've got HS2, which is going ahead, so this is obviously an old report, right? So let's say, for example, we want to look at cyber security, and let's just type in cyber security, yeah, as a broad topic. We don't know nothing about the subject. We don't know what a cybersecurity, what type of jobs they're going to pull up. So it's a very small niche. However, these are going to be big fees, granted. So as you can see, we've got an agency advertising at £600 a day, which over 6 months is going to look to be 80 grand. So that salary is probably about 150, 120, 150 mark. So big money if you place one of these. So let's look at, I even know this company. Cybersecurity Operations Manager. No, we don't want that. Cybersecurity Lead. So let's look at that as a job title. So what I would do is copy that. And you can do this for anything. And I want to put title, because I only want that exact match. So we've got quite a few jobs. We've got 131 jobs. And what I want to do now, this is the key part. I want to look at how many agencies are looking at this job or recruiting for this position, and how many companies. So I'll click posted by, or you can just check the number, go to advanced job search and filter it out from there and just see how many take away. So we've got 40 staffing agencies, we've got 91 employers. That is not a good number. We want the more staffing agencies, the better rather than employers. If we got more employers, that means it's not really common that they use agencies. Don't look at it as it's going to be competitive. We want to look at it as there's enough companies clearly struggle for that. So for whatever reason, cybersecurity lead isn't doing too well. I'll give you some other examples. So HGV drivers is majorly in favor of staffing agencies. So pretty much every company, or half of every company, will be actually using recruitment agencies. So if you was to do business development, putting aside that they've got a PSL, you would be looking at winning business very easily in the driver sector. However, it's not the easiest thing to break into. However, it's highly, highly lucrative. So if you can do well in drivers, let's do another one. So let's just search nurses. And to give you another idea of, it's pretty much half and half. Well, slightly half and half. It's about 45% to 55% split, which is good. That's what you want to see. This shows you that companies do use agencies in this sector. So let's look at customer service now. And as you can see, customer service people, there's tons of them around. It's very easy to actually find people. All you need to do is post a job. So that's why there's 19,000 employers and only 4,000 staffing agencies. So it's a huge difference. So if you were looking at, let me recruit for customer service people, chances are that no one's really going to do business with you. It's a lot more of a shallower pool, so to speak. So you want to do a search. Let's just say let's go for team leader, see if that makes any difference. So you want to broaden down. So yeah, it's pretty much the same with that. So what you want to look at is high numbers of staffing agencies and employers on Indeed. This doesn't mean you can't go and read and look at companies from there. That's not a problem. But you just want to do the data analytics from this part, and you want to look at how many staffing agencies are there recruiting, what sectors. So start off with your little research. You might have a few ideas in your head at the moment. Go to the job board, try and just find, type in, I don't know, let's just type in manager. So let's say you want to do a managerial. So you want to see operations managers. So you think, okay, great. Or let's just type in a sector. So let's type oil and gas. Oil and gas. This is how I would do it. So if I wanted to recruit, let's check if oil and gas is good. So project manager, research analyst, they look like proper project. So let's say offshore account manager. So I would type in offshore account manager from there. So I found a job title and I just want to see offshore, very small, and it's a semi. I wouldn't say that's a no, but I wouldn't say that's a great sort of split from there. So you just want to do that before you start your agency. This is how you find your niche. And I've always said, if you've got an expertise in the sector, great. Look at that sector because you're going to have the knowledge. If you're a developer, a website developer or a software developer, you need to start looking at your niche. If you've studied finance at university, go for it. If you've worked in customer service, in insurance, go for insurance. These are the sort of things that help you do that and help you pick your niche. So just to avoid everyone asking me these questions over and over and over, I made this video. Hope it helped. Let me know if you got any questions. My email's in the description below. Good luck. Let me know how it gets on, guys.